Mic check, 1, 2, 3, 4. Is anyone out there? Ladies and gentlemen, we're about to be live in 9 minutes and 40 seconds covering the breaking gold and silver news. We're going to be covering the market open. I'm going to be helping you read all the tea leaves. Are we about to see a Black Monday? Where are all the gaps filled? We're going to find out here in just 9 minutes and 20 seconds. Smash that like button if you're ready. Drop a crab in the chat if you're still stacking. Ladies and gentlemen, we are live this morning on Facebook and YouTube, and we'll be live right now in about 9 minutes and 5 seconds. Who's ready? Ladies and gentlemen, we're about to be live in just 7 minutes and 55 seconds. Covering the breaking gold and silver news. We're going to watch the Shanghai Futures Exchange open, the COMEX open, the stock market open. Buckle up. Call me Mr. Toad because it's about to be a wild ride in just 7 minutes and 40 seconds. Smash the like button if you're ready. Only 15 away from 100. Ladies and gentlemen, we're just 7 minutes and 15 seconds away from being live, the Crustacean Nation, this morning. I know a lot of you are driving to work. Some of you are at work. We're going to be covering the breaking gold and silver news, answering your questions, helping you read the tea leaves. I'm going to update you on my mega silver, gold, and copper giveaway. We're going to have a good time this morning, but the question is, who's still stacking? We're about to be live to watch the COMEX Silver Gold Market open, the Shanghai Futures Exchange Market open. We're going to watch the stock market open. Is it about to be another Black Monday? We're going to do this all in just 6 minutes and 30 seconds here. If you're still stacking, drop a crab in the chat. If you're unshaken, smash that like button. Ladies and gentlemen, we're about to be live here. Break it all down in just 6 minutes and 15 seconds. Who's ready? Who's answering the call?
Voices rise like a tidal wall.
It's Rio Sun, not Dorito Sun. That's funny, Dorito Sun. Hey, ball stackers, unshaken and certainly not stirred. Ladies and gentlemen, we're about to be live in 5 minutes and 25 seconds, breaking it all down. Please smash the like button. Please share the stream. Please go to X and retweet or repost the tweet I just put out about this live stream. We're going to be live in 5 minutes and 10 seconds. Who's ready? Who's with me?
Stacks of silver, stacks of gold.
Let's go.
Riches untold. International stacker, here to say, shiny vibes
That's funny, future mode of constipation. Yes! Ladies and gentlemen, if you like this music, you can listen to it anytime, day or night. Just go to Spotify, Apple Music, Amazon Music. It's on Pandora. It's on TikTok. Just search the Artist International Stacker and rock out to Gold and Silver Jubilee. Every day, every evening. We're about to be live here in 4 minutes and 15 seconds. We're going to cover the market open for the COMEX. We're going to go cover silver open for the Shanghai Futures Exchange, the stock market. Answering all your questions, breaking gold and silver news just 4 minutes and 5 seconds away. Hit the like button if you're ready.
Maps and clues, giveaways tonight. Silver dream shining bright. Roll the dice, take a chance.
Wow, we've got the Netherlands in the house. What countries do we have in the house in chat right now? Put them out.
Silver shines, gold's the glow. Stack it high, watch it grow. Giveaways for all, feel the thrill. International, stack 'em that mill. So hit that sub, join the quest.
We've got the Netherlands, we've got Vietnam, we've got the USA, we've got Belgium in the house. We've got Portugal in the house. We got Lake Tahoe in the house. Wow. We got Oxfordshire, UK in the house. We got Olympia, Washington, California. They're saying Olympia's a different country. We got Australia, Perth Mint checking in. Nice. We got Texas, we got Arizona, Estonia. Woo. We got Key West in the house. Hey, Car, email me. I sent you an email. I think that's you I was talking to. You want a crab coin, right? Let's go. We've got Atlanta in the house, Detroit, Arizona, North Dakota. We got Turkey in the house, New England, Raleigh, Indiana. Wow. Japan in the house. Nice. Ladies and gentlemen, we're going to be live in 2 minutes and 25 seconds. Who's ready? We're only 55 likes away from 200. Keep smashing it. We've got Poland in the house. We've got Dan Jaffo at a nude beach. Whoa. Let's go. We got Polly in chat from the moon. I guess that means we're going to the moon. 2 minute warning. Get your claws up. Let's get a crab dance going. Drop a crab in chat right now if you're ready. Drop a crab. Bot, let him know. Let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go. Who's ready for the Mega Ga? I don't think you guys are ready for the Mega Giveaway. I don't think you're ready. Let's go. Let's go. Yes. Let's get it. 1 minute warning. 1 minute warning. By Claw. Okay, do you guys want the old school intro or the little kid intro? You gotta let me know quick. Old school or little kid intro? Let's go. Let's go. Let's get it. Oh, you want both of them? Whoa, you guys want a medley of intros. Ladies and gentlemen, we're about to be live in just 10 seconds. Smash the like button. Buckle up if this is your first show. We are about to go in.
One stacker on a journey to find silver in
International Stacker.
One stacker on a journey
to find
silver.
International Stacker.
What's up, ladies and gentlemen? The name is International Stacker, coming to you from Key West, Florida, where I'm closer to Cuba than a Walmart. 68,505 subscribers. Thank you so much. That means we're only 95 subscribers away from the next big show. And boy, did we have a big show last night. And boy, are we having a big show right now. And a BGC, a big green candle. So here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to break down the recap of what happened overnight. Then we're going to go to the breaking news. Then we're going to come back here for the danger zone, which is every morning from 8:15 a.m. to 8:30 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. That's when the big bankers attack us. Then after that, I'll be going to the Shanghai Futures Exchange chart. We'll watch the Shanghai Futures Exchange market open. Then shortly after that, we'll be going to the U.S. stock market for its open this morning. And at the end of all of that, as long as I still have a voice left, channel members, we will be going to the channel member only live stream here on YouTube called The War Room. So let's break it down, what happened overnight. And guys, a lot of you are driving to work right now. I keep getting messages. You turn this on like a radio show, driving to work. So I appreciate and know we're thinking about you. So I'll try to paint the picture with my words. So what happened yesterday? If you were not on the live stream last night, we had over 2,000 people. And guys, we have over 700 people on so far and 195 likes. Keep smashing that like button. 5 more to 200. And the next 5 people to smash like are going to get good luck for 3 years.
It's science.
It's science. So last night we had a massive Gappy McGapperson here. It was a gap down, which is okay. It's easy to fill. Overnight, we got to a low of $78.64. We got to a high overnight of about $80.69 there. And look at this. We are currently on a big green candle going up right now to $79.77. So $80 again looks pretty imminent. Let me just pop this up to 8. It's right there. So $80 does look imminent on silver. We'll see the silver futures price is $80.16. So we are in contango. We're not in backwardation. We're normal market operations contango. There we go. Yes, I did see the tsunami warning in Japan. Guys, there was a big earthquake in Japan, 7.4 magnitude. So if you're in Japan, our prayers are with you. And if you don't know, make sure you're not affected. Okay, gold, guys. Gold is on a rampage this morning as well, and I've got really good news for gold. So gold last night, look at this. Gappy McGapperson, just like silver, gapped down. And I'm going to explain why silver gapped down, but here's the good news. Overnight, we closed the gap. Look at this. Remember I put this down here? I said, I hope we drop and close the gap. Well, we did it. So this gap is now gone. So we hit a low overnight of gold of 4,736. We hit a high of 4,814.51. We're now at 4,808.68, guys, and it is strong. It is looking like we're going to take out last night's overnight high here shortly. And guys, West Texas Stackers in the chat saying thank you for the crab raid. We crab raided West Texas last night. Everyone put West Texas in chat. Support another crustacean. Gold to silver ratio. Okay, so here's the interesting thing. It hit a low yesterday of 59.61. So it's 59.61 ounces of silver for every ounce of gold. It hit a high this morning of 60.56. So 60.56 ounces of silver for every ounce of gold. And it's dropping again currently at 60.27. So that's the gold to silver ratio. Shanghai Futures Exchange, it opened last night, hit a high of 91.73, it hit a low of 89.98. It's closed right now, but it closed on a BGC, a big green candle forming at $90.55 equivalent. And this chart here is going to be moving in the next hour, and we're going to be covering that live here on this channel. So 90.55, the current silver price of 79.83. So we are over a $10. We're over a $10 premium from the west to the east, ladies and gentlemen. What's going to happen as a BGC, a big green candle, is pushing higher this morning? Now we just painted a new candle at 79.81 in climbing, ladies and gentlemen. So next, what I'm going to do, I'm going to cover the breaking gold and silver news. So please smash the like button. If you got a question for me, don't put it in the chat quite yet because I'll miss it while I'm covering the news. But I've got some real heaters of news articles here to cover with you this morning. And we are just 44 likes away from 300. And that means so much. It helps so much. Thank you so much. And thank you to everyone who retweeted the stream this morning. So here we go. I'm going to pull out this section of the live stream later and post it as silver news of the day. So here we go, ladies and gentlemen. We're about to jump in. And again, thank thank you, everybody, for joining this morning. The name's International Stacker, coming to you live from Key West, Florida, where I'm closer to Cuba than a Walmart. And we're going to jump into the daily gold and silver news. And if you're watching this video after the fact, know I do live streams every morning and every evening. We've got over 800 crustaceans with us live right now in chat. Here is the breaking silver news of the day. Major dollar warning. Guys, this is a big one. Major dollar warning. The UAE tells the U.S., give us dollars or we'll trade oil in Chinese yuan. And high-level meetings with the Trump administration, UAE, that's the United Arab Emirates. So we're talking about Dubai, Abu Dhabi. That's the UAE. Officials warned, if dollar liquidity tightens due to the Iran war and Hormuz, the Strait of Hormuz disruptions, the UAE may be forced to start selling oil and gas in Chinese yuan or other non-dollar currencies. They're also requesting a dollar swap line from the U.S. as a safety net. This is a direct challenge to the petrodollar system that has dominated global energy trade for decades, ladies and gentlemen. Crustacean Nation, when even close U.S. allies in the Gulf start openly discussing a shift away from dollar for oil trades, it's yet another clear sign of the death knell for the dollar and de-dollarization as it's literally accelerating across the globe. This kind of move is extremely bullish long-term for silver and gold. To be clear, I don't want the dollar to collapse, but it's headed that direction. They're printing it into oblivion. All you need to do here is go to this. Look at it. U.S. debt clock. 39,141,379,000,000. And that is the one thing that keeps going up forever. Ladies and gentlemen, it is bullish long-term for gold and silver, and that's why we stack it. The next piece of news here this morning, who wants $8,000 gold? Wells Fargo raised their long-term gold target to $8,000 an ounce. In their latest forecast, the bank says the current currency debasement cycle, again, we're talking about U.S. dollar and other currencies being debased, still has a long way to run, and gold is one of the clearest beneficiaries. Key drivers they highlight: Bank of America, persistent central bank buying, massive global debt levels, ongoing currency depreciation, and they also talk about geopolitical and inflation risks. With the current price of gold trading around $4,800, that's a potential 65% increase upside from here, according to the bull case. So what's their target for 2026, you ask? Remember, 8,000 is their long-term target, so they think that will come to fruition by 2027. But for this year alone, they're still predicting that gold will hit somewhere between 6,100 to 6,300 is their price target. Crustacean Nation, when major Wall Street banks start throwing out $8,000 gold targets, it's a loud signal that the macro setup for precious metals remains extremely strong. And ladies and gentlemen, do you agree with Bank of America? Do you think $8,000 gold is coming in the next couple years by 2027? Put it to 8,000 in chat or in the comments after the fact if you agree with it. And guys, any of my tweets, I always, to the best of my ability, put the sources here so you could come here and read that article more in depth if you want more information. And here's the next piece of news here. Remember the second, third, and fourth order effects we were talking about from the Strait of Hormuz being closed. And guys, look at this. Let me bring it up. For those of you who don't know, you should know if you watch this channel regularly, but this has been such a crisis for the world. 20 to 25% of the world's oil passes through here a day, or at least it used to. 25 to 30% of the world's LNG passes through here a day. 30% of the world's helium, which is critical for MRIs, medical sectors, chip manufacturing, passes through here a day. Fertilizers pass through here. A lot of fertilizers, a lot of critical minerals. Aluminium, or aluminum, as we say in the United States. Aluminium is a shout out to our British friends in chat. That stuff passes through there every day. So these third, fourth, and fifth order effects, they're starting to hit hard. We're seeing fertilizer prices spiking, food inflation risk, petrochemical shortages, plastics and manufacturing disruption, energy costs rising, broader stagflationary pressure. The longer this drags on, the more these cascading effects will compound. Crustacean Nation, are you seeing these ripple effects in your daily life? And look at this. This was in response to First Squawk saying nitrogen fertilizer prices have nearly doubled since the Iran Iran war and may increase more due to key supplies being stuck in the Persian Gulf. Ladies and gentlemen, this is not a drill. Here's the next one here. This is another big news right here. Look at this. New record. China just imported 836 tons of silver in March alone, the highest monthly total ever recorded. Fresh customs data from the Chinese buyers, retail investors, and massive solar demand are literally vacuuming up silver at an unprecedented pace. This continues the massive east to west divergence we've been watching. While Western paper prices get pushed around, China keeps pulling in huge amounts of real metal, not the paper derivatives on the COMEX. Some call it the COMEX, not this stuff. They're stockpiling in the real metal. Don't forget, ladies and gentlemen, China made silver a strategic metal in December. I wonder how much additional silver they are importing currently for national security that's off the books. We're doing it. I guarantee you they're doing it too. Crustacean Nation, when the world's biggest physical buyer keeps smashing report records, it's a loud signal that real silver is getting tighter, no matter what paper prices do in New York. And ladies and gentlemen, there's the chart there. There's the information. You could go read more about that. But that is why we stack this stuff right here, real physical metal. This 100 ounces in my hand, this can't get margin called. This can't get liquidated. Businesses, everyone can go out of business. I still have 100 ounces in my hand. And as governments inflate away our paper prices, this paper fiat currency, remember, the governments, the politicians, the big bankers, the financial experts, which I'm not, I'm just some dude on the internet with crabs, are telling you to stack your hard-earned blood, sweat, and tears in this stuff. Paper fiat currency. And I want to remind you, across the world, all throughout history, every paper currency ever made, not backed by physical silver, not backed by physical gold, has literally always gone to zero. It's a 100% failure rate. Always gone to zero. And as I plop down this big old fat stack of Vietnam dong, I want to remind you it got so bad in Zimbabwe. They went to $1 million notes, then $1 billion notes, and literally $1 trillion notes. And that's why we stack physical gold and silver. And if you're watching this right now and you have zero physical silver or gold, all you got to do is subscribe and turn on the notifications, because I'm giving away in my upcoming mega giveaway, GAW, short for GA giveaway. I'm giving away over 40 ounces of silver, a bunch of copper. Look at that skull, and some gold, and this chest is going to continue to fill until we do that massive giveaway. So subscribe, turn on those notifications, because you certainly don't want to miss that. And the next piece of news this morning: will silver hold the line? Ladies and gentlemen, Smart Silver Stacker says silver still looks constructive here. We had a clean breakout from the flag in yellow, building on the earlier descending triangle breakout green, along with a move back above the 50-day moving average. On the Strait of Hormuz headlines, markets rallied into the weekend on it reopening. Then Iran closed it hours after hours. Silver dipped on the open last evening at 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, but instead of breaking down, it held the retest of both the 50-day and the flag breakout and bounced. Now, sitting at 1%, while oil is 5% on the same news. That's a notable divergence. So here it is last night. This is the breakout out of this green triangle. Bloop, we broke out, and look at this. We started to break down, but it looks like it might have bounced off that. This is the 50-day moving average, or simple moving average, excuse me, here. So we'll see if it could keep holding it, but Smart Silver Stacker is definitely smart, and I definitely like his messages he puts out there. And this was from the Enforcer. He covers a lot of war and geopolitics around the world, and he says, breaking, we are following several major geopolitical escalations at this hour. Massive Ukrainian attack on Crimea. U.S. fired on Iranian flag tanker. Heavy Israeli fighter activity over Syria. Iran claims they're attacking the U.S. Navy. Guys, Iran claimed yesterday that they attacked the U.S. Navy with drones in response to the U.S. Navy seizing a Iranian-flagged cargo vessel. Guys, it is literally getting crazy around the world. And don't forget, why did we see this big drop? It's because of the breakdown. So it was announced going into the weekend that the Strait of Hormuz was open. The Iranian foreign minister put it out. Trump put it out. Everyone was happy. The markets rallied. Gold and silver rallied. And then hours later, when the markets were closed, Iran closed it. Then they fired on some various tankers and different ships from various countries around the world. And then an Iranian flagged tanker, or I think actually not a tanker, a cargo vessel, tried to break through the U.S. blockade on the other side of the Strait of Hormuz, and that sent the world into chaos. Silver gapped down because of it last night, but we're building back up. But here's the interesting thing here on the charts, guys. Look at oil. Oil on this news of the Strait of Hormuz being closed again, the ceasefire possibly breaking. It was down yesterday, like 8%, 12%, whatever. And look at this morning, and it's already up 5.5%, 3.6%, 3%, 4%. So oil is gaining. The DXY, the dollar index, is up 0.05%. So we're going to see what happens this morning. But look what happened this morning, or last evening. Michael D put out a tweet. He said, if you are having a great day, but you still want to feel like Charlie from the Willy Wonka movie and level up your day of super mega awesomeness, just open a package from the International Stacker, guys. He picked up the copper cork. He picked up the silver cork. He got some crab bags, and that's his mug he picked up himself. Put exclamation point gear in chat if you want to get your own Crustacean Nation mug. That puppy's a beauty. But thank you, Michael D, again for the support. I really do appreciate it. Now we're going to go back here to the charts, and here it is right here. Look at that. Isn't that nice? Isn't that nice? I like that mug a lot. And of course, Mrs. International Stacker Coffee is coming soon. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, we are just about 3 minutes away from the market entering the danger zone, every morning from 8:15 to 8:30 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. That's when we enter what's called the danger zone. This is traditionally when the big bankers attack us. So, ladies and gentlemen, smash that like button if you're ready for the danger zone. We're only 5 away from 350, and we're going to be entering it together. If you got questions, put them in chat. Now's a good time, and I will see your questions if you put them in chat. Let me just increase the size there. Okay, there we go. Cool, and we've got Rick Harrison saying used to be market changed on oil's performance, good management, innovation, supply and demand. Now it's all based on geopolitical and misinformation. Yeah, the whole market right now, guys, the fundamentals, I mean, they're still fundamentals, but we're moving right now on tweets and headlines. It's crazy. Insiders, leaked messages. It is definitely crazy times. And we got What's It To You in chat saying, my mug is on the way. Nice. Now I need a bag of Mrs. IS coffee. It's coming soon. It's taking a little bit longer than expected because we want to do the custom bags, but once we got it rolling, it will be there in perpetuity for you guys to refill. So the Mrs. IS coffee is coming soon. And Mongo in chat says, how often does the GSR drop below 50 and remain for any length of time? $8,000 gold at a GSR of 50 or less is $150 silver. Well, lately it hasn't done it much. Lately it hasn't done it much for a couple years. We were up in the high 80, 90, 100s. We got to 125, I think, at one point. But this is the lowest it's been in recent times, sub 50. 50. The last time it was this low was in the breakout in January, where we saw the bankers crush the silver price back down. And ladies and gentlemen, we are just about to a minute and 20 seconds here from the danger zone. We're 20 seconds away, and I will issue the danger zone warning. And Future says, get your dong off the silver. It's dirty. How dare you?
How dare you?
I'm sorry. Let me get the Vietnam dong out of here. Let me get this dirty paper fiat currency out of here, ladies and gentlemen. Let me get it all out of here. That's the disgusting thing. This looks like so much money, but this is all literally worthless. It's really crazy to think about, and that's why I always show that example there. Bang. Okay, I'm issuing the danger zone alert. We're about to enter the danger zone. Woo! And ladies and gentlemen, we're just 30 seconds away from the danger zone opening. And remember, this is traditionally where the big bankers attack us, but I'm going to go in prophylactically and visit the bankers. Yes. And if you're just joining us, the good news is last night, gold filled the gap. Gold did do what I asked it to do. It filled the gap, so that's amazing. Okay, 3, 2, 1. Ladies and gentlemen, we have entered the danger zone. The first candle is green. $79.77 for silver. The first candle for gold is red. 4,810.09. We're going to keep watching here with bated breath and see what happens. As Future Motive says, gas formula adding 5% ethanol in May, ruining small engines in old cars. They want you to buy EVs, says Future Motive. Whoa. And Wyoming Vern says, how does the sulfuric acid ban in China affect the silver industry? Big. I've got a tweet, guys. You remember those commercials like years ago? Like they're like, there's an app for that. Literally, a lot of questions you guys ask. I've got a tweet for that. Let me bring it up. This is a big one. The sulfuric acid. Hold up. One second here. I'm bringing up the article or the tweet I wrote on the sulfuric acid. Uno momento. It's right around here somewhere. And as I'm looking up this article on the sulfuric acid banning in China and how it's going to affect the gold and silver market, I want to thank you all for coming. Again, the name's International Stacker, coming to you live from Key West, Florida, where I'm closer to Cuba than a Walmart. Where are you at in the world and what are you sipping on? Man, where is this? I don't remember where the sulfuric acid article is, but basically it's going to affect it. So May 1st, let me try to do this from memory. May 1st, China is banning, restricting the export of sulfuric acid. Sulfuric acid is critical with copper mining. Now remember, the majority of silver mined, that stuff right there, the majority of silver mined does not come from a pure silver play, a pure silver mine. About 18% of the silver mined around the world comes from a pure silver mine. The rest comes as a byproduct from copper, gold, and other materials, okay? You need sulfuric acid to separate copper. You have to have it. There's no substitute. So with China restricting it, that's going to put pressure on copper and the copper industry to have enough sulfuric acid to get the copper on the ground. That's going to put additional pressure on copper. That's going to put additional pressure on silver. So it is bullish for gold and silver, certainly, because the tighter the supply, the more people panic, and the more panics, because we are on a green candle here in the first 5 minutes of the danger zone, and Mortimer is not pleased. He is not pleased, and we're on a green candle, 79.79, looking strong here, guys. Looks like if we can hold this up, we're going to be shooting up here to 80 in the not too distant future. And gold looking strong too, 4,811, only $3 off from our overnight high in the gold market. So we're going to keep watching that as this green candle is pushing even higher. It might be doing it here imminently. Let's watch gold here for a second. And Rick Harrison in chat says, I fear not as I am the most bad beep in the danger zone, and I can run real fast for an old guy, says Rick Harrison. That's nice. And Vernon Gibson, thank you for being a channel member in chat, says, Nomad currently in Tennessee, sipping on crappy coffee. I need Mrs. IS. I'm going to call the coffee company today. We need Mrs. IS coffee, and we want it now.
It's my silver, and I want it now. My silver, and I want it now. My silver, and I want it now.
And Reverend Dancer saying, so if you're planning on selling silver, the refineries may not have the acid. No, the acid is necessary. Oh, guys, we just took out the overnight high. We just took out the overnight high in gold. $4,815 on gold right now, and silver's pushing higher as well. Reverend Dancer, that affects copper. And it affects silver because you need the sulfuric acid to separate the copper from the silver and other materials, okay? So if you're just taking in straight silver, that's not going to affect it at all. But it's going to affect the industry from separating the copper from silver and other materials. So does that make sense? So just because sulfuric acid is running out does not mean that refiners or coin shops would stop buying your physical 999 or 459s or whatever silver. Does that make sense? Okay, we are pushing higher on a green candle here with silver, guys, $79.81. And we are one candle into this danger zone, and we are pushing higher. And ladies and gentlemen, there's something you taught me in Boca Raton, Florida. I'm going to do it prophylactically. Some scientists on the channel say that 90% of the time, every time, it could turn a red candle green or a green candle to a BGC. Ladies and gentlemen, the baby gator call. Okay, I'm going to try to do the baby gator noise. Here we go. How do you do the baby gator noise? Yeah. I don't know. Whoa, whoa, what was that? It was a giant lizard just jumped. That thing was massive. I thought I actually summoned an alligator for a second there. It was massive. I thought I was going to be like Chubbs from Happy Gilmore, but luckily I made it out of there with all my digits. And Psalm 91 in chat says Kevin Warsh. And guys, Kevin Warsh is the new nominee to run the Federal Reserve. So Kevin Warsh is scheduled to testify before the Senate Banking Committee on Tuesday. Some experts say it's likely good for precious metals. Thank you, Psalm. We'll watch that with bated breath. Future Motive in chat, thank you for being a channel member, says, send Mortimer to the moon for crabs to snack on. How dare you?
How dare you?
Rick Harrison says, Guido needs that acid. You don't worry. What for? Just now he needs it. Okay, let's see what you guys are saying to me on X, formerly known as Twitter. Guys, gold's pushing higher, silver's pushing higher. Silver's headed towards 80. Gold's pushing even higher this morning. A new trading session high now of 4,819. And gold is now only down on the trading session 0.23 because it gapped down. Don't forget. Okay. I did want to show you this. You guys, you got to be careful. Okay, we got more news. We got more news to get through here. Hold up. Okay. Okay, covered that. We've covered that. Okay, here's this. More news. Breaking, USA and South Korea just held high-level talks on critical minerals. Silver could be a big winner. U.S. Treasury Secretary Scott Bessent met with South Korea's Minister of Economic and Finance to discuss critical minerals, trade, investment, and AI. Key reminders, the U.S. officially made silver a critical mineral in December 2025. And guys, remember, I was calling that for months. And people told me I was a Looney Tune, and it happened. Project Vault, America's $12 billion strategic stockpile of gold, silver, copper, uranium, was just opened to private traders. The stated goal is secure domestic supply chains and cut reliance on China. Crustacean Nation, when the U.S. and its allies start actively coordinating on critical minerals, it usually means policymakers see real scarcity coming. There are reports that Iran... How do you in the chat feel about graded generic silver round? I would not get a silver round graded unless it was something special. But if I could buy a silver round, a raw one or a graded one for the same price, I would buy the graded one just for resale value later. Okay. Iran supposedly rejects the second round of talks. We'll find out today. They're supposed to be today. But here's what I think is going on in Iran right now, guys, with all the hot and cold on and off, all the mismatched statements. Iran rejects second round of talks, but our factions inside Tehran, that's the capital of Iran, working against each other, ladies and gentlemen. Trump says U.S. negotiations are headed to Pakistan today for a second round of ceasefire talks. Iran state media just publicly denied it, calling the reports not true and accusing the U.S. of playing games. The Iranian foreign minister declared the Strait of Hormuz was open, yet at the exact same time, the IRGC reclosed the Strait of Hormuz. Iranian gunboats are firing on commercial vessels. This raises serious concerns. Are moderate factions in Tehran still open to talks, while the hardline IRGC faction is operating on its own timeline? Guys, I think we're seeing multiple factions in Iran struggle for power. That's what I do believe we're seeing there. What about you? Okay, look at this one, guys. Beware of fakes flooding the market. A fake gold bar. How many of you guys would this trick? Now, I would know it's fake because of how thick it is. But I mean, that looks fairly good, doesn't it? That looks fairly good. Fake. Guys, you got to protect yourselves. I get messages every week from Crustacean Scammed. This last week, one of you got scammed on Whatnot. One of you got scammed on eBay. One of you got scammed at a little coin shop. Fakes are getting so bad. Can you tell me which one of these Morgan silver dollars is fake? Which of these Mercury dimes is real and fake? Is this slabbed American silver eagle real? Look at this 90% Milwaukee Liberty. Ladies and gentlemen, all of those coins except this one, plated in gold, were fake. Either you can spend $3,500 plus on a Sigma Metalytics Verifier Pro, or you can invest in something that one of the Crustacean Nation created. It is the Pocket Pinger by Sound Money. Passed. That was the real one. Failed. That Walking Liberty. Filled. Ladies and gentlemen, it's only $38. Link is in the description below. You get the pocket pinger, you get the stick, you get access to the free phone application. It's literal science. $38 can protect you from a fake silver coin, a fake gold coin, even fake silver bars, and 90%. And it helps support the channel too, so thank you so much. Click the link below. I believe it's mandatory for all stackers, and it's only $38. Protect your stack now. I feel strongly about that. And JQuest said I picked up my pocket pinger recently, and luckily no fakes in my stack. That thing is so clutch. Awesome. I'm glad you're having fun with the JQuest. And Kaltenberg in chat says, get a pinger and whack your stack. That's funny. Guys, I like this video here. This shows the Strait of Hormuz getting reopened. Watch all the ships run for it. Watch this. So it opens back up. Leroy Jenkins. Look, and then all the ships start to turn around, and then all these guys, Leroy Jenkins, they shot it. They're like, get us out of here. We've been trapped forever. And then it got totally shut down again. This is a big one. You might have missed it. I covered it, broke it last night. Gold in China is on fire, ladies and gentlemen. Key dealer, JD.com. I mean, that's a big boy. That's one of the big boys in China. Just saw physical gold bars surge from 4,980 to 5,171 per ounce over the weekend. That's $339 above the COMEX spot price. That's a 191 price per ounce jump in just local pricing. While Western spot prices were relatively quiet, Chinese buyers are paying massive premiums for real deliverable gold bars. And shout out to Bay on the ground in China that got that message out to us. And look at this. Are you still stacking? Master Blaster is. Here's Mr. Blaster. Picked up these 80% silver dollars and 50-cent Canadian pieces. Got them way under spot. Congratulations, Master Blaster. There's one more piece of news I think I wanted to cover here. Okay, this is dirty. This is dirty. A major banker alert. Major warning, ladies and gentlemen. The bankers are planning something big. U.S. opens its $12 billion critical mineral stockpile Project Vault to private traders. Banks and hedge funds now have access. The Export-Import Bank just announced that Project Vault, America's strategic reserve of gold, silver, copper, uranium, and other minerals, is now open to all private traders, not just the government. Gold, silver, copper, uranium, and other strategic metals that were supposed to be a national reserve can now be freely traded, leveraged, and gambled with Wall Street, depending on how this is rolled out. So that's not for sure. But the fact that they're opening it up makes me concerned. And look, I should have capitalized that D. Dum-dum IS. Blue Shadow, where were you, Blue Shadow? I needed you on this one. But the fact that it might be able to be rolled out for derivatives is totally disgusting. This is the exact opposite of what stackers believe. If you don't hold it, ladies and gentlemen, you certainly don't own it. They're turning real physical metal meant for national security into another paper trading toy. More leverage, more derivatives, more potential manipulation. Yes, the official story is about securing supply chains and reducing reliance on China, but many stackers see this as dangerous financialization of a strategic reserve. Remember, Project Vault is aimed to secure domestic supply chains, reduce reliance on China, and boosting American mining and refineries. So there's the article. Go read that, but that is so dirty, guys. And ladies and gentlemen, we are in the last candle of the danger zone. We're under attack. And we are under attack, a big red candle on silver. We just got slapped down from about 79.81 to 79.48. Gold is getting smacked as well. Gold just got smacked from 4,814 to 4,805. Ladies and gentlemen, buckle up. This is going to be a wild trading morning. This is just the first of many swings we're about to see. We are literally only 30 seconds away from being out of the danger zone. And then in the next 30 minutes, Shanghai Futures Exchange is going to open. Currently more than a $10 gap between China and the U.S. What is going to happen? Then soon after that, we're going to be covering the stock market opening live. Ladies and gentlemen, buckle up. Let's go to gold. We did just hit a new trading session high for gold. Before that happened of $4,822. Woo. And, okay. What's it to you in chat says, IS, you had asked for a follow up on the SD Bull special. 1/2 ounce coins at spots. They were at spot. They were out of stock. I got the notify me. They're back in. Ordered 10 at 38 each. Delivered Friday. Congratulations to what's it to you? That's awesome. Yeah, guys, anytime you can get fractional at spot, that is an amazing buy because fractional gold and silver usually has much higher premiums. So that means when you go to resell later, you're going to probably do well on that. Not a financial advisor, just some dude on the internet with crabs. Psalms here says private traders equals public thieves. There you go. And Rick Harrison says silver still trending down, but up or down, set up a plan of acquisition and stick to it. It can be done with what you would spend a month on a drive-in coffee. Totally true, Rick Harrison. So what you can do is just get yourself a coffee pot, pick up some Mrs. International Stacker coffee as soon as it's released, drink coffee for pennies on the dollar, and use the rest of those pennies to acquire gold and silver. Dollar cost averaging wins the day. And we got hyperfixation saying, have you ever heard of or tried Grammarly? I know it was a big help in grad school for grammar. I don't have time for that hyperfixation. I just get it out. I just like to joke. You know, I'm not perfect. I'm not an android. I'm not AI. I'm not a team of like 40 people in Bloomberg. I'm just me, one dude on the internet with crabs. So I value getting information out as quickly as possible. And I do write up my tweets in Microsoft Word, so I catch most of the issues, but I get copy and paste issues. But I'm just putting out the news for you guys as quickly as possible, so I don't have time to add yet another process in there. But I do appreciate the recommendation there, hyperfixation. And Rick here is saying, can we call for Baby Gator to protect the danger zone? You demanded it, you get it. The Baby Gator. Okay, I'm gonna try to do the Baby Gator noise. Here we go. How do you do the Baby Gator noise? Yeah. I don't know. Whoa! What was that? It was a giant lizard just jumped. That thing was massive. I thought I actually summoned an alligator for a second there. 90% of the time, every time it turns a red candle to green or a green candle to a BGC. Ladies and gentlemen, it's science.
It's science.
A big thank you to Silver Sticks for the super chat saying, took a chance, bought a 10th ounce of gold, not silver. That's awesome. Congratulations, Silver Sticks. 10th ounces of gold are amazing. Auto Descom in chat says, I'm traveling to Turkey and tried to purchase silver at several jewelry stores and was offered silver at $117 an ounce. Wow. That's expensive. Auto Descom, you should have taken some silver with you to sell it. So, guys, we got a crustacean on the ground in Turkey right now reporting that the cheapest silver he can find is $117 an ounce. Wow. And don't forget, guys, the Turkish lira is literally like crashing against the US dollar. And Turkey just sold off a bunch of their gold to try to keep their currency solvent. That's crazy. Be safe out there, Autodescom. Mark in chat, thank you for being a channel member, saying minor earnings start this week. Heckless tomorrow. Thank you for that. Oh, nice. So what's it to you? Bought that order from SD, and he said the 10 1/2 coins were Canadian $20-22 Hawk or Falcon coins. Awesome. Robert here says, have you done a video lately about the government repricing gold? I have not done a video on it lately. Maybe I'll do one. We'll see. Do you think stacking silver lined undergarments and socks has more silver than yoga pants? Says Silverpug. Probably not, because yoga pants are bigger than underwear. So theoretically, you'd think there'd be more silver in yoga pants. I'm not an advocate for stacking them, though. Rick Harrison says, build a silver foundation with a peppering of gold. Got it. Yeah, I'm very heavy silver to gold, but I do think some gold exposure is important. Like, I think every time you hit 100 ounces, or maybe every time maybe 100 ounces, you buy a little bit of gold, or maybe every time you hit 1,000 ounces, you buy, I don't know, whatever that ratio is for you. I think you do need to have a small percentage of gold. Again, not a financial advisor, just some dude on the internet with crabs. Silverwolf says, still stacking and mining my own business. Nice. And in chat, okay, I caught up on the questions. That's great. Let's see what you guys are saying on X, formerly known as Twitter. Make sure you guys follow me here, INTL Stacker, if you want to stay abreast of all the breaking news before everybody else, because I cover it before I'm live. Look at this. Michael's saying silver is a critical mineral. They're hoarding silver. Look at those little monsters. And Grant saying highly unlikely given it's only 6 weeks away. What is? Oh. He's talking about silver's breakout. He is not saying the start of summer. He is saying the summer. That's months. We shall see. This is in response to a tweet I put out yesterday, and it was saying, is $200 silver possible? Sound off below. So Rashad is saying, silver's gigantic 5-month formation in breakout mode. I expect a $200 plus price level by summer 2026. So that could be the whole summer. What do you guys think? Is Rashad too bullish? Put 200 in chat if you think that's possible, or put too bullish if you think he's too bullish there. Hurry, paint all these brick silver. Look, guys, that's Mortimer trying to paint the brick silver. That's funny. Thank you for that, Master Blaster. Next X is saying, international stacker, is the coffee smoked along with 999 silver? No, it's not, but that would be funny. The new Hunt brothers are the Han brothers, says Silver Moon. They are cornering the physical silver market. I'll have to check that out. Thank you, Blue Shadow, for putting out the tweet. Where did you get the silver from? What's this about? Oh, where did they get the silver from? I'm not sure, Mike Christ. On the open market somewhere. Thank you so much, Eric Young, for retweeting. Thank you, Shotgun Susie, for retweeting. Okay, we're caught up there. We are caught up. And look at this from Bald Money Guy. He's a great creator on YouTube. This is what a rotation out of stocks into hard assets look like. Gold and silver. Are you ready for this? Prices based on 1 full year price averages, not dishonest blow off top nonsense. So the average index price in the S&P is down 3%. Gold is up 498. Silver's up 529. Wow. Wow. What is this? Is this a mining? Some sort of mining company. Okay, let's go back to here. Thank you so much, Hyperfixation, for that super chat. I almost didn't see it. Saying thanks for your time to Taller and Treasure. Thank you, Hyperfixation. I really appreciate that super chat. Guys, this is my full-time job. I spend anywhere from 10 to 12 to 14, 16 hours a day aggregating news for you guys, editing content, traveling, doing whatever, working on side projects, and I got a special project I'm working on. I might leak it in the war room. I don't know. But anytime you super chat, you become a channel member, you gift memberships, it helps the channel so much. I really appreciate it. And you can even support the channel without spending a dime. Just smash the like button. We've got over 1,300 people on the stream this morning, and we are just 59 likes away from 500. So the next 59 people to smash like are going to get good luck for 3 years.
It's science.
So please smash that like button. Thank you. And Psalms is saying the current value of the dollar is 2.5% since the penny is no more. It's worthless. Yeah, basically. Yeah, it's becoming worthless for sure. How about silver infusing coffee? No, we're not doing that. Where is China importing the silver from, says Rick Harrison? I don't know. The open market. I don't know. I don't know where they got it from. They got it from somewhere. I don't know where it came from. Didn't come from my stack, that's for sure. And look at from Aslan saying Turkey silver imports in 2025, 113 tons, 2026, 733 tons. Although now Turkey's like selling stuff to try to stay afloat. Mark in chat is saying, thank you for being a channel member, Mark, is saying Hecla aftermarket on Wednesday. This week, First Majestic, they report earnings on Thursday. Coeur Mining after market on May 7th. Silver Corp on May 13th. Thank you for that update, Mark. And guys, a big thank you to all my Diamond Claw level channel members. I'm going to update this today. I've got a few more to add. But it's viewers like you that help me do what I do. Thank you to all the channel members. Thank you to everyone who's subscribed. And the question for everyone in chat right now is, who has Diamond Claws? Who's got them? And ladies and gentlemen, you're certainly not going to believe this. We are literally just 90 subscribers away from the next big show. We're at 68,510, 90 more subscribers, and we will be at 68,600. And that will trigger the next big show. And some say if you haven't seen a big show, you haven't lived. And guys, the next big shoe to drop here is the Shanghai Futures Exchange, SF. No, sorry. SHFE. There we go. Shanghai Futures Exchange. It's going to be opening here in just 20 minutes. What's going to happen when it opens, guys? Are you team green? Are we going up? Or are you your team red? We're going to be covering that live, and it certainly might be explosive. I see a gap in our future. It depends what's going on in the market. Right now, I believe we would be gapping up. Let's see. We're at 79.51. Yeah, I think we'd get a little baby gap if we opened right now, but we're going to see what unravels here over the next coming 19 and a half minutes until Shanghai Futures Exchange opens. And guys, if you're having a good time, keep smashing that like button. We are only 49 likes away from 550, and boy, would that be mega. And guys, if you missed it, this is being added to the mega giveaway. Now, if you remember, the special silver corks, they're all sold out. The copper corks, they're all sold out. I'm sorry. The total mintage was only 20 and 20. Very hard to make. Long project. We got it done. But these are like 6.5 ounces. Not everyone can afford that. And they were so hard for SGT to make. We're coming out in probably the next month with these. It is the top part of the cork, so you can still celebrate when we pop champagne here live on the channel when silver broke $100 an ounce for the first time in January, 2023. He donated this. This is going to be in the giveaway for the Mega God, 1.4 ounces. But soon we'll be coming out with a run of these so you can celebrate. For those who don't know, you guys made me. You strong-armed me into popping champagne live on the channel when silver broke $100 an ounce. And what time in the morning did that happen, guys? I was sipping champagne in the morning. Hold up. I was like a total degenerate sipping champagne at like... Okay, hold up. Let's go to the weekly chart here. Let's see. Okay. So that was back here. Okay. Can you guys, I don't want to, it's going to be so hard to find it. It's so far back. Who remembers what time silver broke 100? I was sipping champagne on air. By myself. I gave Mrs. IS a glass, but she didn't drink it. But anyways, we took that cork and sandcasted that cork and recreated the cork. So that's a pretty cool project. What about a corkscrew with International Stacker Crab on it? Oh, that'd be sick, William. I didn't want them to strong arm you. Someone said, it's on the back and off your play button low the time. Yeah, you guys, the real geared up survival. Hold up, let me show you guys something. For some of you who missed it. For some of you who missed this, the real geared up survival, when we broke 50,000 subscribers, he wanted me to have a play button. Let me see if I can show this. It's hard. He wanted me to have a play button, so he made this. So thank you so much, the real geared up survival. It's hard to show on camera, but I got it on my wall. That was pretty fun. It was 11 a.m. Okay, Humasacker, 11 a.m.'s not bad. It would have been way worse if it was like 8 a.m. Who was there the day we broke 100 and I was yelling all-time high like for hours? If you were there, put I was there in chat. And ladies and gentlemen, don't go anywhere. We're just 16 minutes and 15 seconds away from the Shanghai Futures Exchange opening, and it may be explosive. Yes, Stephen, the dates on the cork. I was talking about the time. What time? Because it's a lot more degenerate to pop champagne at 8 a.m. versus 9 p.m. That's what I was talking about. Let's look on the cork. The actual date. Oh, yeah. The 27th. You're right. Let's put under the coin scope here. No, it's the 23rd. 23rd. No. Yes, 23rd. 23rd, 23rd. Okay. Only guy to use a 1 kilo bar on his wrist says, oh, Dom, I think you're talking about Tracks in NYC. I saw that. There's no background music. Oh my gosh, I had the music so low this whole time. I'm sorry, guys. There we go. Is that better? Lame. I've had music pumping in my ears the whole stream. I'm sorry. I just turned it up. I got turned down somehow. Jolly Lollipop, thank you for the super chat saying, will the Shanghai Open be explosive, Mr. Stacker? Yes, it may very well be explosive. I think it will explode. We'll find out. As per AI, 1025 was the time silver went above 100. Thank you, Yukon. Man, sorry, guys. I had the music so low. The music literally energizes me. Now I can dance to CMAR. Whoa, guys, look at... Next exit is predicting I need a raptor. I do need to... That's what I look like when I run across the house. I lean forward. My hands retract up into my core. I look kind of like a T-Rex. I lean forward, but I more trot and gallop than that really shows. And those are my secret raptor runs when I need coffee or something else. Rooster says, how do I get a silver cork? Unfortunately, the whole cork is sold out. I made those available to channel members first just because they're so limited. But this bigger release, I am going to open... I will open this to the channel. Whoops, not that one. The silver top, I will open it to the channel. So I'll put out an interest form. I'll put out an interest form and not the too distant future. And then I'll alert you guys when they come in. But they're going to go quick. I think we're only going to do a mintage of 100 of those. They're about 1.5 ounces. Those will go quick. So you have to be quick. But I'll put out more information on that when we get closer. We're still a month away. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, silver's starting to build back after the smackdown during the danger zone. Let's delete these arrows here. $79.60 on a green candle, starting to push back up. Gold's starting to push back up as well, 4,807.58, saying they're not going to take it. Big bankers, back off. Look at this from Michael. Viola is after the bankers again. She is different, and it is her silver. Look at this, Viola. Literally riding Daisy, locking up the big bankers, says Michael. Okay. Guys, who's single out there? I met a nice girl in Poland. She's single. She's looking for a suitor. Strong arm, built like a brick house, works in the germanium mint, stacks gold, silver, copper bars all day long. Stacking silver and gold can be lonely. Might as well do it with a companion. Who's got the best pickup line for Viola?
Yep. What's the robot's name?
Viola.
Viola.
Ladies and gentlemen, she's different. Oh, Viola. Oh, O'Reilly. I just reminded myself of the O'Reilly commercial. That's funny. Viola looks like backwardation, says Lewis. That's funny. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, get ready. We are just about 11 minutes away from the Shanghai Futures Exchange opening here, and we might have a strong opening. Let's look at the Dow futures. Dow looks like it's down only 232 points, so it's not going to be as bad as I thought it was, but we'll see. Let's look at the dollar index here. Guys, the dollar index is going down. That is bullish pressure on gold and silver. Guys, oh my gosh, that is a classic shark fin attack. So this is very negative pressure on the DXY, which is the dollar index. That's good for gold and silver. It looks like it might have topped up here, 90.39. Remember, when the dollar index goes down, that's positive bullish green pressure on gold and silver, and vice versa. When it goes up, that's bearish negative red pressure on gold and silver. So the DXY has deleted, erased all of its gains of the trading session so far. It's at 0%, so that's good. If you're able to put a cork, I got corked in chat. I got corked. IS, is your error cork still available? Yeah. So this cork project, the cork project was a lot of work. It was super expensive, and it wasn't a huge profit margin on it at all. So kind of wanted to make it worth SGT's time and even my own time. I spent a lot of time on it. So we kept this original error cork. Now look at it. See the difference? The cork to the left is long. This one is a stubby. It got kind of mushroomed out. And he realized when he stamped the bottom, at first when he stamped it, it was collapsing the cork. So then he had to cut out a special piece of wood to make it so it was, this is the same size of the actual cork. So we kept that cork that got messed up. It's an error cork. So eventually we will auction this off, and those proceeds will get split 50% between myself and SGT, so we can make a little bit of money for that massive project. Guys, the hours I spent just like boxing everything up was crazy. So that error cork will be auctioned off, and the proceeds will be split between SGT, Stacking, and myself. So yes, Michael D, it is available. Look at all the people that got corked in chat. Just Another Disguise says, I'd pay someone $5K to get a silver viola made to have in my HQ. That's funny. Just Another Disguise. Mr. JMS says, the amount of tape on the cork package. Guys, I taped the cork packages so crazy. I'm like, no one's cutting into this. It's not going to be broken. Like, I taped the heck out of them so no one could, like, get their sticky fingers on the cork. I did do that. And, guys, we got 1,300 people on the stream. Keep smashing that like button. We're only 46 away from 600. And don't forget, I'm giving away a ton of silver, gold, and copper soon. Over 40 ounces of silver. I mean some premium silver. Look at this Germanium mint. Royal British Mint collab. Come on. The Loki. Come on. Look at that. We got Silvertown bars. We got Valcambi. We got pieces of 8. We got, look at this. We got some special micro mintage. Look at that MP40. That's silver. 8 grams. We got copper. It's going to be amazing. Yeah, I taped the heck out of those packages. David and chat got cork number 14. Nice. Okay. What do you guys think? The Shanghai Futures Exchange is opening in 7.5 minutes. Are we going up? Or are we going down? Look at this. The DXY is starting to trend negative on the trading session. If we can trend negative on the dollar and get a little rally here where you will gap up. Currently, 79.49. Currently, I think we might get a small gap down. We may get a small gap down right now unless we could turn this around. We got 7 minutes to do it. Silverpeg said, would SGT be interested in making a silver viola round or poured bar from for the single mills? Maybe. Let us get through the cork project, then we can talk about it. Where's the 10-ounce Loki bar you are going to put in there? I'm not putting that in there, Oxby. It's right here. And I am not dropping this. This is mine. Look at that 10-ounce Loki. Woo! Woo! Okay, ladies and gentlemen, we are just about, what is that? 6 minutes away. 6 minutes away from Shanghai opening. Don't go anywhere. Smash that like button if you're excited. We're only 30 likes away from 600, so keep smashing it. I'm not dropping it, BB. I'm not dropping it, Kaltenberg. No. Lewis, I'm not dropping it. Okay, we are going to gap down if things continue how they're continuing. We are certainly going to gap down, ladies and gentlemen. Okay, let's go here. Look at this from Constant Stream. Hey, International Stacker, have you seen the crustacean video game? Could be a cool side quest on a slow silver day. Look at this. Another crab's treasure. Guys, do you want to watch me live play this crustacean game? Let me know. And look at this from Master Blaster. What's it saying?
It's science.
It's science. Whoa. That's the baby gator. Thank you, Master Blaster. Highcraft Mining has diamond claws, says Oli. Oli loves Highcraft Mining. Is that what I'm saying right? Highcraft? Wait. Highcroft. There we go. Doug here says the world's biggest silver consumer imported 836 tons last month. Okay, he just copied that. Okay, that's fine. I don't mind if you guys copy and paste my tweets. Get the word out there. We're good. Just tag a crustacean in it. That's all I ask. Look at breaking. Iran is willing to attend a second round of talks with the IS in Pakistan. Oh my gosh. We're not coming. Okay, we're coming. Yeah, it's just all over the place. It is all over the place. Just like the price of silver with these bankers playing these games. Ladies and gentlemen, we are just 4.5 minutes away from the Shanghai Futures Exchange opening here. It closed at 90.55. Silver's on a red candle at 79.50. We are going to gap down here up to $1. Here. I'm calling right here. That's what I think. You guys think I'm right or am I wrong? Fight against me. How many Team Greens we have out there? IS, your stack will never be complete without a 10-ounce Han and carbonite. I know. I need the 10-ounce Han solo and carbonite. I agree with you. It's just so, premiums are crazy. I'm just trying to wait to find a deal on it. Will the Treasury... Will the U.S. Treasury has gold? Germany wants back their gold. Yeah, France just got back their gold. Allergies, yeah, I did not pop. I was a dum-dum. I did not pop my Zyrtec. I usually do a Zyrtec before I stream because I get allergies, and I didn't do it. Someone in chat saying happy 420. To those who celebrate, I guess happy. I do not celebrate. I do not partake in the devil's lettuce. But to those who do, I know this is a special day for you. Some states it's illegal, some it's illegal. It's illegal federally. It's legal in some countries, illegal in others. Be responsible. Sis, you say Iran is willing to attend. Yeah, well, I just saw that right here. A breaking tweet. Who knows if it's even true, but Mario's usually pretty good with this stuff. And per the AP, Iran is willing to attend the peace talks in Pakistan. So we'll see what happens. Guys, we're just 2 minutes and 45 seconds away from Shanghai opening. Don't go anywhere. This could be explosive. 17 likes away from 600. So keep smashing it, ladies and gentlemen. Rick Harrison says, overheard an Iranian high-level meeting. Well, I guess Trump is serious. I guess we better talk some more, says Rick Harrison. I do not touch the devil's lettuce. Okay. Yeah, remember, was it CNBC that called silver the devil's metal? We're like, what the heck? Calm it down, CNBC. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, we are just 2 minutes away. 2-minute warning here. Michael D says Iran should negotiate with the baby gator. Could you imagine if the U.S. government just brought me around to high-level peace talks, and if things started to go wrong, I would just start doing the baby gator live? Imagine that. I just sit there and I just start baby gatoring. The other country looks at me in fear, and they're like, fine, we'll accept your terms. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to stick here. What do you guys think? Are we gapping up or down? We're red, 79.47. I believe we are gapping down. It is more than a $10 gap. What do you guys think? Do you agree with me? We are just a minute and 15 seconds away here. We are in Idiocracy, says Matt. That's funny. Mac, you guys go watch Idiocracy. It's a funny movie. And the funny thing about Idiocracy is they're like, we need some really dumb shoes. So they found a small company at the time. And they paid them a lot of money to get these shoes for Idiocracy that they thought no one in the future would ever wear. Guess what those shoes were? Crocs. So the movie Idiocracy literally financed Crocs to become the superpower they are today. Interesting fact there. If you had to touch one, which would you touch? The devil's lettuce or the DTB? Come on, Victor. Highcraft Mining CEO literally thanks all online viewers of her speech for their diamond hands. Really? That's funny, Oli. I love that. Gap down to 67. It's not gapping down to 67. It's going to gap down somewhere here, I think. Here we go, guys. 15 seconds. I hope I'm wrong. 10 seconds. Are you team green, team red? Let me know in chat right now. We're going to count it down from 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hey, I was wrong. It didn't gap up or gap down, guys. An immediate green candle. Okay, I'll take it. Wow, that's huge, guys. And that means that this divergence is now locked in more than $10. It's been basically following the $10 rule for a couple weeks now. And it is pushing higher in Shanghai, guys. Are we seeing a decoupling from the west to the east? Look at that, $90.60. But on the COMEX, it's $79.60. That's an $11 premium. Very rare, but is it going to become the norm? Let's watch the Shanghai Futures Exchange here for the next minute or two and see what happens. Whew. Someone says they're wearing knockoff Crocs right now. Who is that? John says that. Wow. The COMEX looks like it might be thinking about turning around here. And guys, we are literally just 85 subscribers away from the next big show at 68,600. So if you're not subscribed, make sure you subscribe. Turn on those notifications. As silver's pushing higher at 79.64 in the COMEX, it's green now. Shanghai might be pulling it along here. Over 1,400 people on the stream. And guys, the Shanghai Futures Exchange just opened, trading above $90 for silver, 90.67. The next shoe to drop here in just 28.5 minutes is going to be the opening of the stock market. Are we going to see a Black Monday? I don't know, guys. Things seem to be turning around. Gold and silver are pushing back. The Dow is now only down 183 points. Last night, it was down over 500 in the pre-market. DXY is kind of hovering around that 0%. Oil across the board is up only 3 to 5%. Is it this announcement with possible peace talks? I don't know. Things are a mess. Thank you, Cheryl, for subscribing. Thank you so much. You're mega for sure. And as we're waiting for the stock market to open here, let's see if there's any more breaking news. Somebody wants me to play this crustacean game. I put out a tweet not long ago of Scott Bissett literally talking about when our currency was backed by gold, saying that why can't we return to times like that? Someone's saying if you raid, check out Calio. We're not going to do a raid today because channel members, we are going to the war room at the end of the stream. So all channel members, prepare yourselves for the war room at the end of the stream. We've got at least another 30 minutes here. We're going to watch the stock market open before we do that. I'm not seeing any other breaking news. Let's go back to the Shanghai chart. We're pushing higher here in Shanghai, ladies and gentlemen. We just hit a trading session high of 90.79 in Shanghai. Yeah, channel members, at the end of the stream, we will go to the war room. And today's topic, the secret of life. Silverpug says, wifey will not let me get silver running shoes, but am I a stacker? That's funny, Silverpug. Alpha says, naked time. No, you must be fully clothed in the war room. And silver's pushing higher here. Look at this on the COMEX, 79.72. We might be pushing back towards that 80 number we were watching earlier. It's starting to look strong again here. Silver futures is creeping back up to 80.24. Let's mark this. I heard that you can wear a Speedo and Crocs in the war room. No! You must be fully clothed. Gold's just... Okay, gold just switched back to a green candle. 48 hundo. Wow. Okay. And Brian saying, getting my new socks for the war room. Hope I don't lose them again. That's funny. Oh yeah, let me see something here. Hold up. I think I might have discontinued them. I had some CYO Tino socks at one point on my merch store. They weren't the best quality, but people bought them like for a joke. Let's see if I still have. I think I discontinued them. Do I still have the socks? Like when you put them in, they were kind of funny. Hold up. How do I find the socks? Collections. Do I still have the socks? I think I don't. No, I got rid of the socks. Totally funny though. Oh, I did. I do have a baby design that on the back it says "Catch you on the next one" as they're crawling away from you. That's kind of fun. Okay, guys, we're pushing higher here. You come fully clothed, but seldom leave that way, says Lewis in the war room. Yeah. We can't start the war room until I get my tuxedo t-shirt on, says the real Trav. There you go. Ladies and gentlemen, 1,200 people on the stream. Thank you so much. As silver pushes higher on the COMEX, just 15 cents away from that 80 mark. Gold is pushing higher as well, 4,805. Shanghai is pushing higher. Another trading session high of the day, $90.90. Ladies and gentlemen, Shanghai is pushing higher. Just Another Disguise says, how does this top secret war room work, bro? To get in? Like just regular subscribers, can you get into it? No. So the war room is a channel member only live streams here I do on YouTube. So when you become a channel member, any level, that gets you access to the war room. What happens in the war room stays in the war room. Clothing is not optional. You must be fully clothed. So it's just a place where we go hang out, talk, answer questions. I share stuff about the channel, where we're headed. Kind of like the board of directors. It's where I leak all my secrets to. So any channel member level could get in there. I really appreciate when you guys become a channel member. It helps me do what I do. Again, this is my full-time job, and it's viewers like you that support that. So thank you so much. And to all the Diamond Claw level members on the stream, on the chat, on the channel, thank you so much. And thank you to all the subscribers, every channel member, everybody. I really appreciate y'all. Who in chat right now is Diamond Claws? Yes. Whew. Not fully, he's being boring. What is, I'm being boring? I mean, am I boring tomorrow this morning, guys? I'm sorry if I'm boring. Seymour says, today's topic, being naked in the war. No, Seymour. Absolutely not. And guys, silver just pushed higher in Shanghai, $90.94. Silver's about to break 80 on the COMEX. Here we go, guys. Things are starting to heat up. Jonathan says, I'm waiting on my free membership. Just hang out in chat, Jonathan. From time to time, people give away free memberships. Man, it went crazy last night. I think like 25 free memberships were given away last night, so you can get lucky and get a membership that way. Manga says, tell them thongs and flip-flops are not optional in the war room. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Isn't the difference between Shanghai price and COMEX? No. Atomic Rooster, that was something that the naysayers on silver have been saying for a long time. This price in Shanghai does not include the 13% VAT. This price in Shanghai does not include their premium they put on top of it. So this right now is the spot price in Shanghai, 90.80. And then on top of that, locally, you then have to put on their premium they charge, and then the 13% VAT tax. So this price does not include the VAT tax. So silver in China right now is well over $100, the physical on the ground. Jonathan says, been here since the last day in December, still waiting. I'm sorry, Jonathan. Just keep hanging. You may get lucky. You never know. The Diamond Claws video has just a little bit of sound behind it. It's got like a little audio. Can you hear that? It's like a little hum. It's just got like a little hum behind it. Nothing crazy. Okay, guys. Silver just printed $91 in Shanghai. Let's go back to the COMEX here. Whoa! Here we go. We just hit 80.16 in Shanghai, guys. Things are starting to spice up here. Gold's starting to pump too. Ladies and gentlemen, don't buckle up yet. But for the love of God, put your trade tables up. It might get crazy here. And thank you so much to channel member Jeff Stout, just gifted an International Stacker membership. That went to DK420. DK420, check out your new custom channel member emojis. And at the end of this stream, I'll see you in the war room. Silver Pug says, I lost my sandals in the war room. Eesh. I'll check the lost and found for you, Silver Pug. I saw Viola walking around with one flip-flop on the other day. Yeah, but thank you again, Jeff Stout, for doing that. That was mega. Okay, we are looking strong here. Silver now $80.04 on the COMEX. Gold's 4,810.96 on a green candle. Shanghai is sitting right around 90.93. Someone said it sounds like a Diddy party. It is certainly not a Diddy party. MS Beth says the only time I got a free membership to a channel is after I bought a membership to a channel. I listened for years and no memberships until I bought one. That's interesting, MS Beth. Jimmy Reefer says, had my first couples counseling session. I spent 2 hours explaining why I talked to a man about his Vietnamese dong and how I got invited to a secret room naked. Jimmy Reefer, no! You cannot come naked to the war room. You must be fully clothed. Master of High Frequency says, where in Japan did you get the samurai silver? How much was it each? Oh, man. So, let me hold up, guys. Some of my coolest silver ever. Is in this pouch here. Do you guys want to see what's in the pouch? Show me the pouch if you want to see what's in the pouch. Look at this Japanese silver. It's from the Edo period, a lot of it. I believe that's what it's called. It's from the 1800s. And samurai swords actually have a slot in them where you could put these silver bars. So I bought most of my stuff in the United States, but I had a viewer that was I've been to Japan, but at the time I wasn't really stacking, so I didn't buy it there. But I had a viewer stationed in Okinawa, Japan, and he bought a bunch of them for me in Okinawa and shipped it to me. I am not dropping the pouch. Seymour says, having all the newbies sign the NDA to get into the war room. There's no NDA for the war room. Oh my gosh. This is devolving quickly here. And guys, silver just printed a new trading session high of 93.01 in Shanghai. Wow, thank you so much, Jay. Jay and Blanca coin, ladies and gentlemen. Can we chant Jay in chat? Jay just gifted 5 International Stacker memberships, and those went to MS Beth AZ. There you go, MS Beth. You just got one. It went to Fooster Booster, Greg, Jameson, Hoover, and Tiny Tacos. What a name. Congratulations. Check out your new custom channel member emojis. And at the end of this live stream, I'll see you all in the war room. We have a lot of new people in the war room. You're going to have to get through. You're going to have to go through the initiation process. Prices separating from state and global affairs. Buckle up, says Mega Gustavo. Not a Diddy party. We use butter. Come on, Mr. James. That's your crazy. Dave says, where would you get a samurai silver piece that isn't fake? I love antiques. A coin show or a coin shop. Something like that. Coin show or coin shop. Coin shows I see them at mostly. It's rare to get them in coin shops. Rick Harrison says, do you think you could send me in the war room? I'm pretty vocal, old, and have a little to no filters left, says Rick. I have no control over it. YouTube filters who gets in there. You got to be a channel member. I'm sorry. I have no control. I can't invite you in. We'll be looking for silver in Vietnam when I visit in September. Awesome. Silver Pug, maybe take some like Morgan silver dollars, a couple of them, maybe a couple silver eagles, and you might be able to trade them for local stuff. In other countries, I found that people really want the Morgans. And of course, nothing for Jonathan. I'm sorry, Jonathan. I'm sorry. I've got no control. Just keep hanging out. At Mex has them, says Lewis. Nice. Northampton West says, how much is left in the petty cash tin? You want me to go get some more baby oil for the war room? No! We're not using baby oil or butter in the war room. And guys, Barbara going absolutely insane. Can we chant Barbara in chat? She just gifted 5 memberships. And those went to Raphael. Those went to Alaskan Assassin Adventure, Cadre, Crummy, and Barbie. Congratulations. You just got free International Stacker memberships. Say thank you to Barbara. Check out your new custom channel member emojis, and I'll see you all soon in the war room. Gosh. Okay, silver just put a new daily trading session high, 91.12 in Shanghai, and we're about to set a new high for silver for the trading session, not all time, for the trading session here shortly. Gold's coiling as well. Dougster says, when I attend the war room, I identify as fully clothed. My pronouns are wow and the boys. Oh my gosh. This is degenerating quickly. Don here says, is the war room a Zoom call? Why is clothing not an option? Is everyone on camera? I'm wondering how the gifted memberships are selected too. So Don, it is a live stream here on YouTube, so you all automatically get teleported. The clothing is not optional. It's just something funny I say. Nobody's on camera except for my hand. So it's just something funny I say in there. The gifted memberships, YouTube. So the Streamlabs bot doesn't decide it. YouTube randomly picks people in chat to give the gifted memberships to. So unfortunately, I have no control over it. Completely random. YouTube algorithm figures it out. And Barbara says, no baby oil. Thank you, Barbara, for the super chat. There will be no baby oil in the war room. Jonathan says no soup for you, Jonathan. That's funny. I'm sorry, Jonathan. One of these days you'll get lucky. I feel it in my bones. Let's go back here to X previously known as Twitter, see what you guys are saying here. And guys, we are just 31 likes away from 700. I certainly think we can make this a 700 like stream. So this is OG in the green. Says, I verified before allocating coordinated campaigns recycling footage from Bahrain, Kuwait in 2022 for UAE attacks. Disinformation is a fiduciary risk. What's he talking about? I'm not sure what he's talking about. I'm not sure what you're talking about. I am ready for the war room. Are you? Says Michael D. Oh my gosh, look at Michael D. Michael D. Cooper says, vibes unmatched, giving me lots of motivation to start my stream. Awesome, Coop. I'm glad you're having a good time. And look at this, guys. Michael saying, Crustacean Nation crew on the International Stacker yacht sails through the Strait of Hormuz, avoiding the conflict. Guys, look at that. That's us. Ships are ablaze, and that's the Crustacean International Stacker ship. We are shooting the gap. Day 121 is still no tomatoes. What the heck? Look at this. That's funny. Day 121, still no tomatoes. Oh my gosh, ladies and gentlemen, something's happening in stream right now. Northampton West, making it rain on the Goblin. Oh my goodness. Thank you so much, Northampton West. The Goblin is pleased. Northampton gifted 10 International Stacker memberships. Guys, can we chant? He's from the UK, so can we chant the UK in chat? UK, UK. Congratulations to Jen Turk, to Gaming Balls, Your Requirement, Rubies, Rick Dates, Alien, yes. Who else? Alien, yes. Hold up. Or is that Alan? No, Alien. Open Field Sports, AKA Big Wolf, and NZH. Congratulations. You just got free International Stacker memberships. Say thank you to Northampton West. Check out your new custom channel member emojis, and we'll be live shortly in the war room. What happens in the war room stays in the war room. Clothing is not optional. Aaron says everyone needs to experience the war room at least once in their lives. I totally agree with you. And Christian saying, per the Kobayashi letter, Kuwait declares force majeure on oil contracts. Yeah, I believe that, Christian. Just yet another force majeure. And what is your hand doing? Touching silver. It touches silver. Jonathan says, and everyone knows it's not baby oil, it's gator oil. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. And ARM is so happy to get a membership. Awesome. Thank you, guys. Thank you for the support. You're all mega. Okay, let's see where we're at here. Silver on the COMEX is at $80.08, looking strong. Looking like it's going to take out our daily trading session high of 80.16 shortly. Gold is pushing higher as well. 4,816. It might be headed towards 4,822. We'll see. Gold to silver ratio is dropping 60.14 to 1. It looks like it might soon be back under 60 to 1. Shanghai's breaking out even higher. It's about to make a new trading session high. Wow. Thank you for gifting all those memberships, guys. When you super chat, when you become a member, when you gift memberships, it helps the channel so much. This is my full-time job. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And you can support the channel without spending a dime. Simply smash the like button. We're only 4 likes away from a 700 like stream. The next 4 people to smash like are going to get good luck for 7,000 years.
It's science.
Ask me how that works. I don't know, but silver is pushing higher in Shanghai, ladies and gentlemen. It just hit 91.16 in Shanghai, and it's about to take out our next target in silver here of 80.16. Buckle up. Wow, we're pushing higher. The DXY is down. Gold's on a green candle, 4,818. What is going on, ladies and gentlemen? The stock market opens in just 8 minutes and 45 seconds here. Okay, I'm popping a Zyrtec. 1 second. I'm taking a Zyrtec because I'm being attacked. It's that time of year down here in Key West where pollens, some might call them super pollens, are floating around and going in my nose. Okay. There we go. And we're about to push higher here in Shanghai. Just 4 cents off the trading session high of 91.12. 4 cents off 91.16. We're looking strong in Shanghai. The stock market's about to open, guys. There's going to be major volume coming into gold and silver. The Dow futures is now only down 179 points. Wow. We are seeing a major reversal pre-market. Oil is all coming back down. It was up 5, 6, 7%. Now it's up 4, 2, 3%. Guys, this is shaping up to be a little interesting. And this is so funny, next exit. Look at this. Day 121 and still no tomatoes. What the heck? That's the devil's lettuce. Look at this from Will Kellogg says, buckle up. It's science. We got the crab. We got the baby gator in science mode. Whoa. Thank you for that. Oh, look at what PM Bug just put out. PM Bug, if you're watching, big shout out to PM Bug. Check PM Bug out on X. A lot of good information. Even more impressive, China's silver exports fell. Finally, seeing the effect of the export restrictions that went into effect January. Guys, remember, I think it was January 1st or was it January 6th? Something like that. China restricted exports of silver out of the country to just 44 state-run companies. So the net import is a dramatic change from the recent trend. Look at this. Look at that. Net import now. Wow. It was net export. Now it's net import. Interesting. I'm going to say thank you. Just shouted you out live on YouTube to over 1,200 crustaceans. Check out PM Bug. I'm assuming it's a he. Like my demographics are like 91% male, 9% female. Now, guys, before I was married to Mrs. IS, my demographics were like 99% male, 1% female. But she gave me some feedback. She helped me get in touch with my softer sides. Pretty hard when you got a tough shell like I do. But my female viewership has increased to 9%. So thank you to all the ladies in chat. I know gold and silver is a heavily male-dominated field, but that's changing every day. And even so, Rat Stacker, my daughter, is a gold and silver stacker. She also stacks rats. She's got 2. Houdini and Popcorn are their names. And silver just took out the next target here on COMEX. Silver just took out our next target. We just hit a trading session high here of 80.23. Okay, let's go like that. Let's check the futures. 80.73 with the futures. Oh, yeah, we're going up, ladies and gentlemen. Look at that. Futures just exploded to 80.73. Wow. We're going higher. Buckle up. Lewis, you guys. Let's get that silver and gold, ladies. Silver Sisters Unite, says Vivid Reality. Nice. Nice. We got ladies in the chat right now. Jerome says, I'm female. Nice. We got the silver ladies in the chat. And don't forget, guys, two of the biggest factors on the channel, Viola and Daisy, two of the matriarchs of the channel. It wasn't that long ago. I was literally in Egypt. Guys, I live stream around the world, not just charts, not just breaking gold and silver news. You guys literally, on a live stream in Egypt, made me get on a camel.
Take the camel, guys. Camel cam, guys. That's just him here. Your name Daisy. Daisy the camel, guys. There you go. Oh, wow. Look at the free pyramids, guys.
Yes. And Jonathan says, ladies that stack silver are sexy. Mrs. IS stacks silver. She's got a special outfit made of just American silver eagles. 75 American silver. I'm just kidding. She does not. 75 American silver. Okay, here we go. So silver right now in the COMEX is a green candle, $80.12. Gold is on a red candle, $4,814. Shanghai Futures Exchange silver is currently at $91.14. We're 2 cents off. Oh, we just set a new trading session high today this morning, 91.22. Okay. Brian says crustaceans don't need the opposite sex. We have silver and leather chaps for the war room. Oh my gosh, Brian, we do not wear leather chaps in the war room. Ladies and gentlemen, we are just about 3 minutes and 20 seconds away from the stock market opening. Let's check the Dow futures. The DXY is down. So Dow's down 179 points. Last night it was over 500 down. And the DXY is down 0.05%. Mr. JMS says, so Mrs. IS suggested clothing optional in the war room to grow the channel. Come on! Oh my gosh, you guys are on one this morning. Rudy Rude Boy says, happy Monday, y'all. Thank you, Rudy Rude Boy, for that super chat. Really appreciate it. And I see your subliminal messaging of the devil's lettuce. The devil's lettuce. Okay, here we go. Let's go back here. You're welcome, PM Buck. Okay. Okay, guys, we are just 3.5 minutes away. I'm going to issue a danger zone warning here when we're 2 minutes out. Silver just hit a new trading session high of 80.24. Leather chaps is technically clothing, says Derek. I guess you're true. I guess you got a point there, Derek. Jimmy Reefer says, I once wandered into the war room. It was dimly lit, smelled like clarified butter, and IS was molting. 3 years of therapy has not healed my trauma, says Jimmy Reefer. I am so lucky I'm married to a woman who supports my metal addiction. That is awesome, Hassani. All right, to everyone in chat, does your spouse support stacking silver? If they support, put supports in chat. If they don't support, put something different. So put supports in chat. If they don't, say put in chat they don't, I guess. I don't know. Something funny. I don't know. I don't know what to say, guys. I don't even know what I'm saying. Okay, silver just hit a trading session high, went up even higher, 80.28. Okay, that's good. We've got a lot that supports. Now, you guys, I've got a trick. Best community on YouTube, says Lewis. Thank you, Lewis. I got a trick for you guys. If your spouse does not support, this will help you. Go to YouTube. Type in The Hidden Secrets of Money by Mike Maloney. Go here to this playlist. Every single person in my life that's been a naysayer about gold and silver, and I don't tell everyone, you got to be careful. Security reasons, you don't want to just tell the world, right? As I stream live to everyone on the internet right now. But I take security. Anyways, this is a playlist for the Hidden Secrets of Money. By the time you get to episode 3, it's changed. 100% of people who didn't know or were against it have changed their mind. So the Hidden Secrets of Money can help you in that. And guys, we are just 30 seconds away from the market opening here. Guys, buckle up. Buckle up. It's about to be wild. We are just about 15 seconds away. Okay, here we go, ladies and gentlemen. Silver's pushing higher. We're 10 seconds away. Gold's pushing mega higher. Ladies and gentlemen, get ready. Dare I say, buckle up. Here we go. Here we go, ladies and gentlemen. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. The stock market is open. Give it 10 seconds. But guys, we are shooting even higher here on silver. $80.38 on silver. Gold just shot higher as well. 4,825.93. Shanghai Futures Exchange just set another trading session high of 91.34. We're pushing higher. Okay, the market is open. The DXY is down 0.07%. The Dow Jones is down about 57 points. S&P's down 12. NASDAQ's down only 18. Guys, I was expecting it to be way worse. With the closure of the Hormuz, with all the breakdown in talks, I think the news that came out this morning about Iran agreeing supposedly to go to peace talks, or ceasefire talks, whatever you call it, has definitely changed the sentiment of the market. We were down pre-market over 500 points last night on the Dow Jones. Now it's only down 38. Oil is trending down, up only 4%, 2, and 4%. Ladies and gentlemen, we're seeing a complete reversal here this morning. Oh my goodness. And John Moore says to play the moon video, please. Do all the crustaceans in chat, do you want to take a trip to the moon? Put moon in chat right now, or channel members, you've got the crab on the moon emoji. Drop that in chat if you want to take a quick trip to the moon. It's only a 10-second trip. So let me see. Okay, we are in a red candle now. It's okay, don't panic. A red candle on both. Dow Jones is only down 40.9. S&P's down 18. NASDAQ 68. DXY down 0.06. AG Farmer said, my wife got crabs because of IS, because I gave them to you. I'm sorry, AG, you got infested with crabs. Okay, everyone wants to take a trip. Ladies and gentlemen, buckle up. We're going to the moon.
Fly me to the moon. Let me play among the stars.
Yes. Okay, here's what we're going to do here. Bam. Channel members, we will be going to the war room in 5 minutes. Channel members. Remember, I am going to be live this evening. What is today? Monday. Would you guys rather see market close tonight? That would be from 4:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time to like 5:30 p.m. Or would you rather see the after-hours silver market open from 5:30 p.m. to like 6:30 p.m.? I think the second option might be better, but which one would you guys rather see tonight? Let me know. As we are on a red candle right now for silver, 80.22, but it looks like it's starting to push back. Volume is increasing now with the stock market being open. It looks like most people want the second option. Okay, so I will be live tonight at 5:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time to probably 6:30, something like that. We'll cover the market open. It's going to be wild. Make sure you guys subscribe, turn on the notifications. You certainly don't want to miss that. And ladies and gentlemen, please keep hitting that like button. We're only 48 away from 800. I know we can hit that before the end of the stream. So please, please, please smash that like button. The next 48 people to do it are going to get visited by Mortimer in their dreams.
It's science.
I don't know if that's a good thing, but please do smash the like and subscribe. Channel members, we're going to be going to the war room in just 3 minutes and 30 seconds. And if it's your first war room, buckle up, ladies and gentlemen. Who's excited for it? Let me take a sip of coffee here. We are live on Facebook as well, so shout out to everyone in Facebook. Have I heard of Monaco64 talking about the crack up boom? I know Monaco64. I know his content well. I've been subscribed for years. I did not watch the video on the crack up boom yet. I'll have to watch that. Thank you for that. We're only 31 likes away from 800. Keep smashing it, ladies and gentlemen. Now, any channel member gets access to the war room. At the end of the stream, it's going to pop up. Either it will take you automatically, or I think it pops up in the chat, and you'll have to click a button that says go to the members only live stream. So you have to click that. If you get lost and can't figure it out, just go to my channel and click on the membership area, and you should see it there. So at the end of the stream, you should be taken automatically. You click that button, and then it takes about a minute for the war room to start, so you'll just be in the chat. But we're going to have a good time there, and we're only 80 subscribers away from the next big show. Thank you so much. We're only 24 likes away from 800. Ladies and gentlemen, buckle up, channel members. We're going to the war room in just 2 minutes and 15 seconds here. Woo! Rudy Rude Boy says he needs a big show. Sorry, I was drinking some Mrs. IS coffee. Thank you so much, everybody, for tuning in. Again, I'll be live this evening, 5:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time to 6:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Thank you so much for the support. Everyone who's not going to the War Room, I'll see you later, and I'll say CYOTNO. Catch you on the next one. And channel members, we're going to be going to the War Room in just 1 minute and 40 seconds. Buckle up, prepare yourselves, and I've got to get ready to start the countdown here. The countdown to the War Room is pretty intense. We're going to just 1:30. Werner said he wants to do a crab raid of the War Room. Wow. Naked Reefer lost all their claws again. I'm so sorry about that, Naked Reefer. 1:15 left to go to the War Room, and Silver's pushing higher on the COMEX, ladies and gentlemen. Okay, let me pause the music here. Ladies and gentlemen, the countdown starts for the War Room. And Silver's pushing higher on the COMEX as we're counting down for the War Room. $80.45 for silver on the COMEX as we speak. Gold is pushing higher too. Shanghai just set a new trading session high of 91.37. It's going to be an interesting day today. Channel members, prepare yourselves, don your armor. We're going to the War Room here in just 35 seconds. Channel members, prepare yourselves. I need to fix that frame. Channel members are going to the War Room in 23 seconds. Thank you to everybody for tuning in. Those not coming to the War Room, I really appreciate it so much. I'll see you tonight at 5:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Channel members, hold your breath. We're going to the War Room in 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold your breath.